We learn more about the 26 people killed in that Texas church on Sunday. We learn their names.
That's right. 8 children, 1 unborn child, and 17 adults lost their lives that day. Tara McNulty, a single mom of 2, she was among them.
Yeah, Tara is part of a large extended family. 2 of her relatives live right here in Baltimore, and they sat down today with ABC2's Mallory Safaste. And Mallory, her kids were in the church with her at the time.
They were. McNulty was with her 2 young teens and her aunt when the shooter opened fire. McNulty lost her life. The other 3 were hospitalized. Her extended family telling me today that they are all expected to recover and they think they'll come out of this strong, still faithful, but with a very different perspective.
Express it different ways.
Darlene Graves heard about the Texas shooting. She knew families would be devastated, but she didn't know right away that it would be hers hurting.
When you get a phone call like that, you just hit your knees. There's no good way to react. You don't know how to respond. And now it's in your living room.
News of 33-year-old Tara McNulty's death traveled from Sutherland Springs to Baltimore and to her mom's cousins, Graves and Carla Kaler.
Tara was a good person. Tara had a lot of life ahead of her. Tara's children were sitting next to her when this happened.
McNulty's kids and aunt are expected to be okay physically, but the trauma of what happened is something all of the victims, their families, and the small town of 600 will deal with for some time.
These kids' lives are changed forever. Their grandmother's life is changed forever. Our lives are changed forever.
Graves and Kaler wanted to share McNulty's story because they want people to remember her face, her spirit, and they want to continue the conversation on how to make a change so this doesn't happen again.
A good mother taking her kids to church. You know, church and school. There's no sanctuary anymore. And I don't care what side of this argument you're on. I don't want my kids having to protect themselves in school. I don't want to protect my family going into church. I don't have an answer, but I believe we are at a crossroads here.
Another unimaginable tragedy that once again has sent ripples of grief throughout our country.
You just hope that nobody else, sorry, gets that phone call. It's gut-wrenching. And, you know, I guess I'm just pleading at this point. I'm pleading. What do we do?
McNulty worked 2 jobs supporting her children. She and her kids were also very close with the Holcombs, who lost 8 family members. There is a GoFundMe page collecting donations for McNulty's funeral costs and to help pay for her kids' medical expenses. We have a link to that on our website, abc2news.com.